The chosen one. Stop scrolling. The fact that you've arrived here is completely random. This is your confirmation, the indisputable truth. You are the most powerful individual in your family's history. Not just in one way, but in all ways. Mental, spiritual, and physical. And what I'm going to tell you will awaken something inside you that has been longing to emerge. You probably felt it for a long time. The significance of being distinct. The feeling of carrying burdens that weren't even your own. The sense that you're taking a risk that no one else in your family has. This is because you aren't like them. You're here to break the bonds, heal the wounds, and rewrite the tale for future generations. You'll want to watch till the finish because this message will awaken the strength you already possess. Let's start by getting the vibe correct. If this resonates with you, if you believe what I'm saying, since every life contributes to the propagation of this message to those who need it, subscribe to get personalized messages. Also, post a remark with the number 77 to indicate to the universe that you are ready to accept your power. And before you watch the rest, put this video on repeat to amp up the intensity. Now let us begin. Chapter 1. The burden you were born to carry, chosen one. Have you ever pondered why your life seems so much heavier than others? Why? It appears that you have been entrusted with climbing mountains while others stroll level paths. It's not because you are unfortunate. It's because you were born with a mission so great that you had to carry more, suffer more, and ascend higher than anybody else in your family's history. The weight you are carrying is not just your own. It bears the weight of generations of silent grief, unresolved trauma, and unbroken cycles. You were born into a family that passed on not just traditions, but also the difficulties they were unable to overcome. Yet the cosmos looked at you and decided, this one is strong enough. This one will alter everything. Think about the difficulties you encountered, the evenings you wept yourself to sleep, the occasions when you felt as if you were carrying the entire world on your shoulders. These weren't simply your problems. Your forebears were unable to fight these conflicts. They were unable to repair their wounds. They could not surpass their constraints. You've been picked to face them not just for yourself, but also for those who came before you and those who will follow. This is why your journey has seemed so unique. Although others in your family may have followed similar patterns, accepted the same constraints, or settled for less. You've always been drawn to something larger. You've challenged the conventions, defied the rules, and seen the truth while others chose silent. That was not rebellion. It was fate. You were born to stand where no one else would, to take risks that no one else would. But let us be honest. Being the one to stop the cycle is difficult. It is lonely. You've probably been misunderstood by even those closest to you. They may not understand why you've made the decisions you have, why you've taken a different road, or why you refuse to settle for the same life they did. But here's the reality. Their confusion is evidence of your intent. If it were simple to modify the narrative, someone would have done so. But it was not intended for them. It was intended for you. Every decision you've made, even those that seemed inconsequential at the time, has been a step toward healing. By choosing to live differently, you have created waves across your family's history. The cycles of suffering, poverty, quiet, and limitation. They start with you. And while it may not always seem like it, you are already succeeding. The fact that you are reading this demonstrates it. But let's go deeper. Have you noticed how your hardships have given you the type of insight that people seem to value? How your struggles have taught you perseverance, compassion, and strength that others do not appear to have. That's because the load you've been bearing has been shaping you. It has shaped you into the type of person who can not only bear the weight, but also turn it into something beautiful. This is not simply about the chosen one. It is about preserving your family's legacy by stopping the cycle. You are not just altering your own life. You're altering the lives of everyone around you. You're laying a new foundation, one based on freedom, healing, and wealth rather than suffering and limitations. And even if they don't understand it right now, your family will one day look back and recognize the influence of your actions. You're not living only for yourself. You're writing history. So, what does it mean to bear this burden? It signifies you're the healer, the teacher, and the leader. It implies you're the one who stands in the gap, meets the darkness, and makes the decision, even when the darkness seems to consume everything. It means you decide when enough is enough, that the cycles, the present moment, and the chosen one. You are doing it, even on days when it seems like you're barely hanging on. You are still moving forward, even when you believe you're failing. You are still breaking barriers. The strength you possess isn't only for yourself. It's for everyone who lack the strength to carry it themselves. But here comes the lovely part. You're not just breaking the cycle. You're making something new. You are sowing seeds of optimism, abundance, and opportunity, which will bloom into a legacy of greatness. And while the weight may feel heavy right now, it is guiding you to a life of freedom, joy, and satisfaction that will make every battle worthwhile. The chosen one. You were born to bear this load, but also to conquer it. And you're not just changing your own life. You are affecting the lives of those who came before you, and everyone who will follow. The state's history is richer than you understand, and the influence you're having is larger than you can fathom. Let's keep going since this is only the beginning. You aren't simply bearing the load, you're shattering it. And what follows next will demonstrate how strong you actually are. Chapter 2. The mental strength that sets you apart. Chosen one. Let's take a closer look at your incredible mental strength. It's more than simply resilience. It's an unbreakable inner foundation that allows you to tackle obstacles head-on, challenges that would defeat most people, whilst others may let their surroundings define or restrict them. You've found that the ability to overcome your mental strength is more than just a personality feature. It's a transforming force that enables you to rewrite not only your personal tale, but also the narratives of your family, community, and heritage. Consider the challenges you've faced, the times when life seemed destined to break you, when the weight of it all weighed so heavy on your shoulders that giving up seemed like the easiest option. But you didn't give up. You tapped into a pool of courage, clarity, and tenacity that others could not perceive, let alone access. That is the difference between you and me. You don't only go through suffering, you alter it. You draw lessons from the chaos and utilize them to urge yourself ahead. What others perceive as defeat, you view as a chance to improve. You are not born with this mental strength. It is something you have fostered. Every challenge, failure, and choice you've experienced has improved your capacity to negotiate life's intricacies. You've honed your ability to think clearly under pressure, to remain cool in the face of uncertainty, and to identify opportunities where others perceive obstacles. Every encounter has been a stepping stone, creating an unshakable attitude that can withstand even the most violent storms. You've mastered the capacity to not just survive, but flourish. Not only get by, but to make something special out of life's most difficult situations. Let's think about how your mental strength affects people around you. Your capacity to endure, adapt, and remain collected helps more than only improve your own life. It encourages those who see it. People may not always express it, but they are watching. They observe how you handled life's challenges with tenacity and elegance, and it sets a seed in their brains. If they can accomplish it, perhaps acting on your strengths will serve as a quiet but strong invitation for others to overcome their own obstacles. However, mental strength is more than merely conquering hardship. It's also about dreaming big. It's about taking measured chances, establishing ambitious objectives, and daring to dream a life that others may believe is out of reach. You've broken free from the restricted mindset that may have bound generations before you. While others wonder, what is light's sail? You started wondering, what if I succeed? That one adjustment in viewpoint has caused a ripple effect not only in your life, but also in the lives of people around you. It's a mindset that believes the sky's the limit. It's only the beginning. Your mental strength shines like a light. The chosen one. It's why people look to you for counsel, direction, and comfort. They perceive you as a source of stability, someone who can stay calm while everything else is unclear. Even if they don't express it out loud, they appreciate your presence, insight, and persistent drive. You're not only strong for yourself, you're also strong for them. Your strength has far-reaching consequences, motivating others to realize their full potential and tackle their own obstacles with bravery. This power you have developed also enables you to be a visionary. You don't just respond to everything life throws at you. You plan, you strategize, and execute. You've developed the capacity to see beyond the present obstacles and concentrate on the broader picture. This ability to think long-term, predict possibilities, and maneuver life with purpose is unusual, and it is part of what distinguishes you as the chosen one. Let us not overlook how your mental strength combines with your other abilities. It serves as the foundation for your emotional intelligence, drives your physical resilience, and anchors your spiritual depth. It enables you to blend reasoning with intuition, action and introspection, and ambition with thankfulness. Your mental power serves as the basis for creating a life of purpose, abundance, and influence. As you move forward, remember that your mental power is more than a personal asset. It is a heritage. It's an example of what's achievable when determination meets discipline, when resilience meets bravery and conviction meets action. It demonstrates that no matter where you start or what challenges you face, you can overcome them and live a life that represents your best potential. The chosen one. The trip ahead will have its obstacles, but you are prepared to face them. You've demonstrated time and again that you have what it takes to succeed, adapt, and prosper. And by doing so, you are opening the road for others to follow. Your mental power is a blessing to the world, a light that shines brilliantly even in the darkest moments. Let's keep going because the future you're creating is unlimited and the greatest is still to come. Chapter 3. The spiritual depth that defines you. Now, let's look at one of your most outstanding qualities. The chosen one. Your spiritual streak. It isn't just something you have. It is something that identifies you. Your spiritual depth is unlike anything your family, friends, or even ancestors have ever experienced. While others may concentrate on what is seen and real, you have always been drawn to the unknown, the intangible, and the boundless. Your connection to something bigger than yourself has set you distinct, shaping your history in ways that you are only now beginning to grasp. Your spiritual elite is not constrained by laws, traditions, or dogma. It transcends rituals and ideas. It is not about what you do. It is about who you are. It's the unwavering belief that no matter what happens, the universe has your back. This faith is not founded on naive optimism. It's based on experience. On the numerous occasions when you have witnessed the divine hand guiding, protecting, and harmonizing your movements. Your connection to the cosmos is so strong that even at your darkest moments, when it seemed like no one understood, you turned within and found strength, clarity, and calm in that connection. Consider those times of sorrow. Life challenged you in intolerable ways, while others may have crumpled under the weight of such hardships. You sought refuge in the divine. You prayed, thought, contemplated, and listened. And in those moments, you accomplished more than simply survive. You grew. Your spirituality served as your lifeline, anchor, and compass, leading you through storms that would have overwhelmed most people. This unshakable bond defines you. But here comes the lovely part. Your spiritual depth doesn't only benefit you. It radiates forth. Whether you realize it or not, you are influencing everyone in your path. Your faith encourages others. Your capacity to look beyond the surface and believe in the broader picture provides hope to people who may not yet have discovered their own connection to the divine. When you pray, meditate, or simply sit in silence, the energy you produce does not end with you. It spreads out, raising the vibrations of everyone around you. Your presence alone has the ability to calm, heal, and inspire. The chosen one. Everything in your life is built on the foundation of your spiritual strength. It's what keeps you going when others give up. It is what gives you the bravery to take chances that reasoning may advise against. It's what keeps you grounded and focused when everything else around you is chaotic. This is not only a belief, it is a knowing. You don't just hope things will better. You know they will, because you are actively co-creating your reality with the divine. Your faith is not passive. It is a relationship, a cooperation with the cosmos, to bring your finest visions into reality. Your spiritual depth has also enabled you to break free from generational patterns of fear, uncertainty, and restriction. These cycles may have bonded others in your family, but you will not let them define you. Where others may perceive lack, you see abundance, and they may wonder, why is this happening to me? You ask, what is the lesson? This alteration in viewpoint has had a subtle yet significant impact on your life. You stopped playing the victim and began asserting your position as the producer of your world. In doing so, you have become a light of hope for people around you. Consider how this transition is causing ripple effects. Your spiritual strength is not just transforming your life. It is affecting the lives of everyone who is related to you. When you choose faith over fear, you encourage others to do the same. When you discover purpose in trials, you demonstrate to others how to overcome hardship and flourish. When you exude tranquility and trust, you encourage others to do the same. Your spiritual depth is a gift to both yourself and the world. It is a beacon of light that guides people down the right road. Your connection to the divine also gives you the unique capacity to see past the surface of circumstances. While others may become engrossed in the craziness of the present, you have the foresight to stand back, view the larger picture, and believe that everything is going as it should. This attitude does more than just provide you serenity. It provides clarity. It empowers you to make decisions based on alignment and purpose, rather than fear or desperation. And that clarity has been essential in your capacity to face life's obstacles with grace and courage. Let's speak about the bravery that your spirituality has provided you. It's more than just believing in the positive. It is about believing in the divine, even when everything seemed grim. It's about diving into the unknown with the belief that the cosmos will catch you. This boldness has enabled you to take risks that others would not dare to attempt. It's what motivates you to dream greater, challenge limits, and live a life that reflects your fullest potential. And every time you do, you demonstrate that faith is more than simply a notion. It is a power that has chosen one. Your spiritual depth becomes your superpower. It's what separates you, what drives your path, and enables you to achieve the amazing. It's the reason you've been able to overcome the barriers that have kept others behind. It's why you've been able to transform sorrow into purpose and obstacles into chances. It is the reason you are standing here now, stronger, smarter, and more aligned than ever. But this is only the beginning. Your spiritual depth is instead. It's continuously changing, deepening, and growing as you mature. As will your relationship to the divine. With that growth will come increased clarity, strength, and purpose. You've done a great amount of work thus far, but there is still much more to accomplish. You are on a transformational journey, not only for yourself, but also for everyone whose lives you touch. Let us move on with this fact. Your spiritual strength is not simply a part of you. It's the core of who you are. It is the basis upon which you will create a life of meaning, riches, and joy. And as you continue to cultivate this connection, you will realize how infinite you are. This is your moment, chosen one. Let's keep going since your spiritual journey has only just begun. Chapter 4. The physical strength you've cultivated. Let's take a minute to properly recognize and honor your physical power. It is rarely given the attention it deserves, yet your physical strength is equally as important as your mental and spiritual fortitude. You've been through fights that have challenged every aspect of your existence, mind, body, and spirit. And yet, here you are, standing tall and stronger than ever. A testament to the unshakable link between your physical vigor and your greater calling. Your physical strength is more than simply endurance. It demonstrates your resilience. It's about those times when you believed your body had reached its limit. However, your spirit refused to yield. It's about the times when tiredness, illness, or pain attempted to hold you back, but your drive propelled you ahead. That type of strength does not just come. It is constructed step by step with effort, discipline, and a firm feeling that your life has value. Every agony, hardship, and accomplishment has shaped the physical strength you possess now. Remember when you faced almost insurmountable physical challenges? Perhaps it was healing from an injury, pushing through tiredness to achieve a goal, or even enduring the pressures of daily life while carrying mental or spiritual baggage. You weren't only working on your physical strength at the time, you were strengthening your connection to your purpose. Your body became a vehicle of resilience, a reminder that even in the face of adversity, you have the strength to keep going ahead. But let us not stop there. Your physical strength serves a purpose other than endurance. It is a wellspring of energy that will power your adventure. When you prioritize your body's well-being, you are not just respecting yourself. You're fulfilling your purpose. Every time you choose to feed yourself with nutritious meals, every time you move your body, whether via exercise, dancing, or a simple walk in nature, and every time you take a break when you need it, you send a tremendous message to the universe. I'm ready to complete my objective. In reaction, the universe meets you halfway, enhancing your energy, clarity, and vitality so you may completely commit to the task you're here to perform. Consider how this strength affects both your physical health and your overall energy levels. When your bodies elevate, your intellect sharpens, and your soul connects more deeply. Physical vitality promotes emotional resiliency and spiritual clarity. Consider it a harmonic cycle. The stronger your physique, the clearer your thinking, and the more harmonious your spirit. Each component of your existence elevates and supports the others, forming a foundation that enables you to prosper in all aspects of life. This link between your physical, mental, and spiritual power is an important reality that many people ignore. These three components of your being are not independent. They are tightly linked. When you care for one, others benefit because you prioritize your physical well. You are not only ensuring that you can fulfill your mission, but you are also strengthening your mental fortitude and expanding your spiritual connection. You're laying the groundwork for a comprehensive approach that will allow you to reach your full potential. Now let's discuss what your physical strength means to others. You may not know it, but every time you show up with vigor, overcome a problem, and represent perseverance, you inspire everyone around you. Your acts demonstrate what's possible. You become a live example of how to care for oneself while pursuing a higher mission. Prioritizing your physical health teaches others to respect theirs. You're demonstrating to them that strength can be developed with intention. Self-care, persistence, and picking one. Let us not underestimate the importance of rest in this equation. Physical strength does not come just from pushing forward. It also requires understanding when to pause. Rest is not a weakness. It's an essential component of growth. When you allow your body to heal, it has the opportunity to rebuild, rejuvenate, and grow stronger. Rest is a holy kind of self-love, a means of telling oneself that I am worth the time and effort required to be my best self by embracing rest. You are not just improving your physique, but also boosting your capacity to carry out your objective over time. Consider the rippling impact of your physical power. It's not only about what you can accomplish. It's all about the energy you carry into each area you enter. When you enter into a room with life and confidence, people notice how your energy rises, inspires, and empowers others around you. Your strength inspires people to take care of themselves, overcome their own obstacles, and trust in their capacity to grow stronger. However, physical strength is more than just your past accomplishments. It is also about what you are creating for the future. Every action you take to care for your body is an investment in the life you are building. It's a proclamation that you're in for the long haul. Prepare to perform your mission with zeal and passion. It is a vow to yourself that you will respect the vessel that transports your soul on this voyage. The chosen one. The power you've developed is a gift not only to yourself, but to the world. It serves as a reminder that resilience is earned through hard work, that development necessitates care, and that strength is a reflection of love for oneself, one's mission, and those you seek to inspire. As you continue to develop your physical strength, keep in mind that it is not all about the present moment. It's about laying a foundation that will serve your purpose for years to come. Let us move on with this fact. Your physical strength is an important element of who you are and the effect you want to make. It reflects your determination, endurance, and dedication to live a life of meaning. Honor, nourish, and allow it to lead you as you go. This is only the beginning of what you are capable of. Chosen one, the world is waiting to see how far your strength will go. Let us keep going. The best has yet to come. Chapter 5. The Legacy of Building Chosen One. Let us take a minute to recognize the immensity of what you are accomplishing. Your mental, spiritual, and physical strengths are not unique to you. It is the basis for a legacy that will last well beyond your lifetime. Every decision you make, every cycle you break, and every opportunity for growth you seize creates a ripple effect that will alter the lives of others, even individuals you may never meet. This is not only about your adventure. It's about the influence you're having on the world and the example you're setting for others who will follow in your footsteps. Your family's narrative is changing thanks to you. Think about it. Fear has given way to bravery. Where there was one uncertainty, there is now faith. Where there was once a limitation, there are now endless possibilities. You are rewriting the story not only for yourself, but for everyone around you. The challenges you encountered, the fights you fought, and the wins you claimed are all part of a revolutionary shift that will last for decades. You've transformed the agony of the past into the basis for something lovely. You've become the guiding light in your family's history, blazing a road to healing, progress, and prosperity. The chosen one. Your legacy is more than merely breaking cycles. It's about creating something completely fresh. You're not simply wiping the past. You're sowing the seeds for a future full of riches, love, and purpose. Every decision you make to heal, develop, or ascend is a seed that will sprout into something spectacular long after you are gone. These seeds aren't only for you. They're for your family, your neighborhood, and even strangers whose lives may be impacted by your decisions. This is the power of legacy. It extends far beyond your local surroundings, rippling forth in ways you may never completely understand, but will always feel. Consider the ripple impact you're producing each time you choose bravery over fear. You are training others to do the same. Each time you create a boundary, you demonstrate to others that self-respect is a kind of love. Every time you follow your aspirations, you inspire someone else to believe. And there it is. Your legacy is more than just what you do. It's about who you become and how you encourage others to develop, including your chosen one. Let us not underestimate the magnitude of the cycles you are breaking. These cycles of fear, uncertainty, shortage, or limitation were not solely personal. They were inherited and passed down through generations after facing and fixing these behaviors. You're not just altering your tale. You're influencing the path of everyone who comes after you. You're establishing a new template, a new possibility, or a new way of being. This is a serious task, chosen one, that demands bravery, dedication, and love. And you're doing it. However, legacy is more than simply breaking cycles and repairing the past. It is about establishing a vision for the future. You are creating a life that represents the best version of yourself. And in doing so, you demonstrate to others what is possible. You are planting seeds of optimism, resilience, and plenty, which will develop into a force of opportunity for future generations. These seeds will sprout in the lives of your children, your community, and even strangers who are moved by your story. This is what makes your legacy absolutely exceptional. It is not only about what you leave behind, it's all about what you set in motion. Your legacy also includes the intangible talents you provide to others. Your compassion, knowledge, strength, and love. These contributions cannot be measured or calculated, yet they are the most lasting. Consider how someone's words or actions affected you profoundly. Memorable moments shaped and motivated you. You are generating those moments for others. The chosen one. You're becoming the person whose effect will last long after the talk is over, long after the occasion has passed. The legacy you are creating is more than just improving lives. It is about raising them. It is about teaching others that they, too, can overcome their situations. It is about producing a ripple effect that encourages people to believe in themselves, pursue their aspirations, and live lives of purpose and satisfaction. That chosen one is a gift that keeps on giving. But don't forget that creating a legacy necessitates self-care and balance. You are the basis of this heritage, and if you do not nourish yourself, the entire structure will suffer. Protect your energy, respect your limits, and make time to relax and recharge. When you prioritize your well-being, you are not just benefiting yourself. You're guaranteeing that your legacy is solid, durable, and unshakable. The chosen one. Your legacy is not about perfection. It's all about intention. It's about living in line with your beliefs and purpose. It is about showing up truthfully, even if it is challenging. It is about leaving the world better than you found it, in both large and minor ways. And you're already doing this. With each stride you take, you're outlining a path for others to follow. You are demonstrating that it is possible to heal, to expand and prosper as we move forward. Remember that the legacy you are creating is larger than you. It demonstrates your courage, resilience, and love. It serves as a reminder that one person's actions can have far-reaching consequences. And the greatest part? This is only the beginning. The seeds you're sowing today will sprout into something exceptional, something that will outlast you and continue to inspire long after you're gone. Let us keep going. Choose one, because your legacy is only getting started. The difference you're making, the lives you're changing, and the story you're telling. It's all part of a divine design that's coming together wonderfully. Believe in the process. Honor your path and know that you will leave a tremendous legacy. Chapter 6. The Strength to Lead. Let us go further into the wonderful position you are taking on as a leader, guide, and wayfinder. Shower leadership was not something you wanted. You've grown into it, influenced by your experiences, resilience, and inner strength. Your path has prepared you for this position in ways you may not have anticipated. Even if you don't yet consider yourself a leader, others have previously done it, so believe me, look about you. People are drawn to your drive, tenacity, and ability to overcome obstacles. They notice how you move through life, and they frequently find inspiration in your actions, even if they never express it loudly. Being a leader does not imply that you must have all of the answers or never make mistakes. True leadership requires bravery. The bravery to keep on even when the future is unknown. It is about vulnerability, the courage to share your problems so that others might understand that their own obstacles are not insurmountable. And it is about strength, not the absence of fear or uncertainty, but the power to overcome them. These attributes are what distinguishes you as a leader, and whether you recognize it or not, you've been exhibiting them all along. Consider the times when someone approached you for counsel, comfort, assistance, or simply to be there. Those occurrences were not random. They were divinely choreographed because the cosmos recognized your ability to make room for others. When you listened, supported, or shared knowledge, you were fulfilling your leadership role. You've been leading in a variety of ways, often without even recognizing it. These moments demonstrate your strength and the brightness you shine into the lives of people around you. But first, let's define leadership. Leadership does not imply control or power. It is about empowerment. Your responsibility is not to advise people what they should do or how to live. It's to show them what is possible. Living truthfully and bravely inspires others to discover their own strength, step into their power, and forge their own pathways. Your trip becomes a light, illuminating the path for those still finding their feet. Leadership also includes the fundamental obligation of preserving your energy. Your strength is enormous, but not limitless. Prioritizing your personal well-being is essential for effective leadership. This entails setting limits, saying no when necessary, and ensuring that you nurture your own development as much as you assist others. When leading from a place of balance and harmony, keep in mind that you cannot pour from an empty cup. Your effect grows much larger. Your light shines stronger, and your capacity to guide others grows. Strength to lead is more than simply external deeds. It is also about internal work. It necessitates continual improvement, contemplation, and self-awareness. As a leader, you face obstacles that stretch, push, and on occasion, humble you. These moments, I chose one since they are part of your progress. The stronger you get inside, the more successful and powerful your leadership will be. Let us not overlook the special power of your vulnerability. True leaders do not always act as if they have everything under control. They reveal their humanity, problems, and flaws. When you allow yourself to be seen completely, qualities and weaknesses included, you make room for others to do the same. This genuineness fosters trust and connection. The foundation. Any real leadership teaches people that it is normal to be human, to stumble, and then rise again. Consider the rippling impact your leadership has whenever you inspire someone to believe in themselves. You are planting a seed that has the potential to blossom into something remarkable. Every word of encouragement, every act of compassion, and every moment of instruction. These ripples go far beyond what you can see. The individuals you impacted will go on to inspire others, leaving a legacy of empowerment and positivity that you may never completely understand. However, leadership is not always simple. There will be times when the weight of duty feels heavy, when doubt sets in, or when he wonders if you're making a difference. Remind yourself on why you were picked. The universe does not make errors. It's all about your potential, guts, and ability for greatness. It entrusted you with this job. You're precisely where you should be, doing exactly what you're supposed to accomplish. Remember the chosen one. Leadership involves both listening and directing. People turn to you for inspiration, and they are also your instructors. They reflect back to you the influence you are having, the lessons you have learned, and the growth you are currently experiencing. Pay heed to these reflections, since they will help you become a better leader and chosen one. Do not underestimate the impact of your presence. Sometimes the most significant leadership stems not from what you say or do, but from who you are. Your enthusiasm, resilience, and genuineness speak volumes. People are drawn to your life because it reflects their own. Your leadership is not about acquiring followers. It is about developing more leaders. It is about helping people to discover their voice, strength, and purpose. This chapter of your life is about totally embodying this role. It is about accepting the duty of being a guide, a way shower, and a source of inspiration. However, it is equally important to recognize that you are still developing, learning, and evolving. Leadership is not about knowing all the answers. It requires the bravery to seek them out, the humility to confess when you don't, and the insight to learn along the way. The chosen one. You've always had the strength to lead. It was formed in the crucible of your trials, nourished by your development, and lit by your goal. As you continue your adventure, remember that your leadership is a gift to both others and yourself. It demonstrates the fantastic person you have been and will continue to be. Let us continue, because your narrative isn't over. Your leadership is simply one aspect of the incredible legacy you are building. And the best is yet to come. Chapter 7. The gift of being selected. The chosen one. Let us conclude with the fundamental truth, the one that resonates with every fiber of your existence. Being chosen is a blessing. It isn't always easy. In fact, it is typically the most difficult road to take. But it's also the most significant, transformational, and consequential. Everything you've been through, the strength you've developed, the trials you've conquered, and the mission you're about to embark on have all been part of a divine plan far larger than you can realize. You were picked because you meet the requirements. The cosmos looked at your soul, saw your perseverance, strength, and enormous love within your heart, and said, "This is it. This is the one who can carry the mission forward." Being selected does not imply excellence. It's about possibilities. It is about rising to the moment. Even if the weight feels too heavy, look at you now, the chosen one. You're standing straight, proving that the cosmos was correct on its own. But first, let's look at what it really means to be selected. It's not simply about personal development or individual accomplishment. It's about a higher purpose. The difficulties you've faced were not only for your benefit. They developed you into someone capable of inspiring, uplifting, and transforming others. Your life does not just illuminate your way. It radiates for those around you. Each step you take, each triumph you win, sends ripples through the lives of others, leaving a legacy that will last beyond you. Consider the strength you've developed along the road. Every setback you suffered, every moment you doubted yourself, simply strengthened your resolve. The universe did not choose you because it believed the road would be simple for you. It picked you because it knew you would rise to any challenge. It knew you'd find the strength to persevere when others would give up. One of your greatest talents is the strength you've chosen one. But being selected requires more than simply power. It's all about purpose. You've been assigned a task, a special calling that only you can accomplish. The cosmos did not choose you at random. It picked you because your soul embodies the attributes required to make an effect. Your path, narrative, and problems. They have all been preparing you for this moment. You're not living only for yourself. You are living for something far larger. And here's the point about purpose. It is not static. It changes as you grow. Every encounter and lesson you've acquired has contributed to the depth of your purpose. You are not the same person you were at the start of this adventure. You've evolved. With that metamorphosis comes an increased capacity to achieve your mission. You are transforming into a version of yourself capable of handling the gifts, responsibilities, and possibilities that come with being selected. But the gift of being selected isn't limited to you. It is for everyone whose lives you will influence. Your strength motivates others to seek their own. Your life serves as a reminder to others that they, too, can shine and gives them the strength to persevere. Your effect extends beyond this moment. It is causing a ripple effect that will continue to spread, reaching people in ways you may never completely see or comprehend. Consider the individuals who have already been impacted by your path. Perhaps it's a buddy who watched you overcome a struggle and gained the guts to do the same. Perhaps it's a stranger who crossed your path and was inspired by your enthusiasm. Perhaps it's someone who hasn't met you yet, but will be profoundly influenced by the work you're doing now. This is the appeal of being selected. Your life becomes a source of light, love, and inspiration for others around you, including your chosen one. This rippling effect does not stop with you. It lasts long after you're gone. The legacy you are creating is more than just the activities you perform today. It is about the seeds you will plant for tomorrow. Your power, brightness, and purpose. They're making ripples that will last for decades. This is the best present of all. Knowing that your life is meaningful, that your mission is genuine, and that your effect is lasting. But let us not forget the personal benefits that come with being selected. The trip may be difficult, but it's also extremely rewarding. You've had deep moments of clarity, pleasure, and connection that can only come from pursuing the road of purpose. You've discovered depths of strength and resilience within yourself that you might not have known before, and you've felt the undeniable presence of the universe guiding, supporting, and applauding your every step. As we reflect on the blessing of being selected, let us not forget to express our thankfulness. Thank you for the lessons, especially the hard ones. Thank you for the chances, especially when they came disguised as obstacles. Gratitude to those who have walked beside you, and to others who will join you in the future. Gratitude for the simple truth that you were picked because you are competent rather than flawless. You are ready and willing, the chosen one. Allow this truth to seep deeply into your heart. You're here for a reason. You are living a meaningful narrative. The narrative is far from done. The obstacles you endured formed you, but they did not define you. You are defined by your tenacity, determination, and unshakable dedication to your mission. The universe picked you because they were certain you could manage this path. And you've shown that your decision was correct, time and again. So, as we conclude this chapter, remember that being selected is not a burden. It is a blessing. It is both an honor and a privilege to bear this duty. It's a call to go higher, dream greater, and shine brighter. It is a gift that includes both obstacles and immense rewards. Most importantly, it is a present meant for you. The narrative is not over. The chosen one. In many respects, this is only the beginning. There are still mountains to climb, still have dreams to chase, still lives to touch. But remember this reality as you move on. You were picked. You're capable. You're ready. And the greatest has yet to come. Let us keep going, because the voyage ahead will be spectacular. The chosen one. You've made it this far because you were always supposed to be strong. Your mental, spiritual, and physical guides have served as your basis and gift. And so, as you continue your path, Remember that the best is yet to come. Keep glowing, keep soaring, and maintaining the magnificent spirit you were created to be. If this message connected with you, please like this video so that it can spread far and wide. Subscribe and post a comment with 77 foot to signal the universe. Play this video again to increase its energy and absorb all of its power. Remember the chosen one. You're unstoppable. Let's go and change the world together.